Fine turn runner, fine 400 run in the end.
Yeah, more fans here than any other session for the CARIFTA game so far. The Eastern Grandstand free for patrons today. So if you are close by and if you're in the Bahamas, you should be. Get down here, you still have time. There is a lot of quality events still to come.
London 23.72 coming into this meet at 200. Already on the podium in the 100 meters. And this semi, a corridor through to the final. Tony, what should she do in the semi? Should she burn it or just do enough to get through?
Again, she knows her competitors, she knows who she'll be competing against and how intense the field is. When you know that the field is intense, you know it's very important that you have to make it through. You can't leave anything for granted. And so with that in mind, you'll see that the athletes will respond to that sort of information. If she feels like qualifying will be easy to get through, you may see the athlete go out strong, but then towards the finish, probably just slow down just a bit.
First round held earlier today.
Medal ceremony for the
This is the semi-final round. The athletes awaiting the medal ceremonies to be completed. And they've been out there for a little while now, and they're trying to keep as warm as possible.
You talked about Friday night qualifying races. She's run 3 100-meter races yesterday. Back on track now for the second time today.
Yeah.
That would suit her.
What Friday night would give you the opportunity to do, have 400 qualifying on Friday night, the final on Saturday, have one round of the 100 meters on Friday night, so you're down to semifinals and final on Saturday. They did that successfully at the St. Kitts and Nevis edition of the CARIFTA Games. I think that was in 2015, if memory serves me right. And maybe that is something to consider for other host nations, for other organizing committees going forward. Also, I noticed that the Jamaica CARIFTA trials, once just 2 days, now 3, with the Friday evening used as the opening night of competition. So definitely something to think about. Athletes, medalists, 400-meter hurdles for under 20 girls. The silver medalist, Beckford of Jamaica. But on this day, has had a great season, has run as fast as 57.14. Had she run that time today, she would have been the gold medalist, but different conditions, different situation, and when it mattered, Michelle Smith just blew the field away for the U.S. Virgin Islands. Star in the making for me.
Your gold medalist representing the U.S. Virgin Islands with a time of 57.09 seconds, Michelle Smith.
In the Austin Seeley Award conversation last year, back in the conversation for me this year. She starts her campaign with a fine victory.
Goes also in the 800 meters under 20, 2:08.39 this season. A strong hand there.
Helps her that the under 20 girls 800 meters is a straight final. This was a straight final as well. Might have heats in the 100 hurdles, may not. And so she could end up doing just 3 races, all finals. Can't want it much better than that at a championship. Michelle Smith, the 400 hurdles.
Works
on the
in her
20 girls
favor that
champion.
in those events the depth not there at CARIFTA the last couple of seasons, and hopefully in the future we'll get heats for these things. And maybe if you do get the heats, Ricardo, maybe the Ricardo Chambers CARIFTA Friday night will become a reality.
For sure. The Easter weekend party of the Caribbean. The CARIFTA Games. semi-final action in the under-17 girls 200 meters. The young ladies have been waiting a long time now, and it's finally time for them to get going. Naomi London bouncing about the St. Lucian has Julian Alfred to aim after.
Alfred young enough that London here under 17 could matriculate in time to join you on the Olympic team, maybe 2028.
For sure. Definitely a possibility.
Strength in numbers. St. Lucia building their female sprint program from the ground up.
And we see it at the CARIFTA level. We see more teams with relay teams. And what you want is on the world level to see more Caribbean teams making the top 16 to participate at the majors. First semi-final on the 17 girls 200 meters. Hinkson, Guyana, Swindle, U.S. Virgin Islands, Douglas, Jamaica, Charles, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, London, St. Lucia, Nurse, Barbados, Doresca, Haiti, and Dickinson, Bermuda. Sent on their way.
It's a great start. You're watching.
Naomi London stays low and runs a solid curve, the St. Lucian. London transitions down the stretch with the advantage. Charles of St. Vincent and the Grenadines starts to challenge her now. Charles of St. Vincent and the Grenadines alongside London. London shrugs off the challenge and wins her semi-final, with the Jamaican Shania Douglas finishing in third position. She was challenged, Naomi London, but she showed in that performance that she is ready to challenge for gold here over 200 meters.
Tonique talked about it before the race began, how to handle qualifying. If you were going to be ahead, you could shut it down a little bit, but Charles came to her shoulder, had to make a couple more big steps before wrapping up. I saw when she started, as in the 100, her drive phase takes her so low you think she's going to stumble, but all planned, all training, drives around the curve, comes off the curve in front, and when Charles came closer, 2 or 3 more giant steps to wrap up qualifying and go straight through to the finish. A little heave of the chest there. 5 races in 2 days, lots of work. A driving turn takes her past Nurse of Barbados and into the straightaway. Charles in the blue and the gold on her inside comes up and presses her. Doesn't want to lose a semi-final, Ricardo and Tonique, so she makes 2 or 3 giant steps and comes through to win with Douglas of Jamaica a step or 2 back in.
Here's that is your under-17 boys. Jumping first from Guyana.
First semi-final out the way for the under-17 girls 200 meters. Second semi-final coming up.
Messiah.
So we know that